It's time to cruise away together again, my friends. Welcome back to a packed show of big holiday adventures for this year. And we're cruising with fabulously vibrant Virgin Voyages this time, with all our adventures going this year. Brilliant.
Yes, that's right. How about getting away in June to Athens to drink in the culture and history and cruise the wonderful islands? Sounds incredible. Well, we're also seeking out a back-to-back mega journey with Virgin Voyages, sailing from ancient Greece to the magic city of Miami in the States for October.
Sounds amazing. I'm ready for all of them. And of course, with Virgin, it's adults only fun and plenty of value with all of the dining, Wi-Fi, service charges, soft drinks, entertainment, and so much more included in the price you pay for your cruise. So let's show you an adventure for September. Get ready for 32 incredible nights taking us to gorgeous destinations in the Mediterranean and beyond. And we fly you first from Sydney over to London, London calling, and you'll have 2 nights to settle in, explore and enjoy the vibe in, of course, England's capital.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
And did you know a lot of their museums are free entry as well, such as the Natural History Museum, the Victorian Albert. You can go and see the Crown Jewels. You can dine on some incredible fare in one of the many restaurants. Then it's time to board the Scarlet Lady down in Portsmouth for 25 nights. Incredible.
25 nights.
Lisbon, Spain and Tuscany. Oh, incredible. But look, I mean, the thing about Virgin is, and as you mentioned, we've got lots included and packed into the cruise fare already, which is great. So your soft drinks, your tips, your Wi-Fi, fitness classes too. So fitness classes can cost you $30 on a cruise, and you've got those included. Different dining venues. They have over 20 restaurants, and that is all included. You don't have to worry about paying extra for specialty restaurants. You've got some delicious, incredible food on Virgin.
Oh, you'll love it.
And it's all at your disposal.
And some of the newest ships that are out there as well. You know, bear in mind that Virgin Voyages only launched in 2020.
I know.
And of course, they didn't get to get going straight away because there was a little pause around the world.
Little bump in the road.
Yeah, a little bump in the road. And now they are 4 ships in, an amazing personality as well. I mean, they do cruising in a very, very different way as well. Their entertainment is served up with a completely and utterly different flair. And you're living your life on Virgin Voyages off the clock as well. I mean, it's adults only. So, you know, if you're a night owl, you're going to love life on Virgin Voyages. But equally, if you are a lounge lizard and you like just enjoying the sunshine and being horizontal, Virgin's perfect for you too.
Yeah. And all adults, of course, which is great. So if you want to just some nice peace and quiet and adults only voyage, it's perfect. But boy, do they bring on the fun. Don't think it's going to be we're all in bed at 8 p.m. every night and there's no entertainment and there's no after party. You know, that's all happening. Don't worry about it.
Brunch is quite a regular thing on board, which is good to know because you'll be on board for 25 nights out of the south coast of England in Portsmouth.
Exactly. And we're heading into La Coruña in Spain, up in Galicia. Now you can head to Santiago de Compostela, which is the famous pilgrims destination the Camino ends up in. There's also the lovely Tower of Hercules, which is a Roman tower that you can visit there. Lisbon's next, the capital of Portugal. A must is to head up on the tram 28, which is the iconic yellow tram. You might also want to head to the Palace Frontiera, and you've got an overnight on board in Lisbon. So from palaces to incredible monasteries, lovely little nooks and cobbled streets, great boutiques, you've got it all there. Next up, it's Morocco, Casablanca, one of the most famous names of any city in the world, of course, for the movie. Incredible mosques, lovely medinas, great shopping, the Corniche, which also gives you the traditional glimpse of Morocco. Next up, it's down in the south of Spain, gorgeous Malaga, known for great museums. They've got a Picasso museum there, actually, which is incredible. Lovely cobbled streets of the old town, botanical gardens, the bull ring is amazing architecture. Then we have an overnight in Ibiza, that famous party island of Spain. But it's not just about the partying. Of course, they're known for nightclubs, but the old town is gorgeous. It's very relaxing, lots of lovely little restaurants and tapas bars. You've then got the hippie market to visit as well for great shopping. We're into Barcelona, where the cruise officially ends, but guess what? You're staying on board for a second cruise because you've got a back-to-backer. So you actually get to enjoy that as your turnaround day in Barcelona. Your first stop there, and you've got the Sagrada Familia, Parque Güell, La Ramblas, all the famous sites to see. Now we're back into Ibiza. We get another overnight.
That means I can get my new cap on. I can put it on backwards, and I can get my glow stick out and go for a real fun night. I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock.
Pasha. Yeah, no, me too. But you can, during the day, head to the Ibiza salt flats and go bird watching. That's more my style.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll go for that too.
Or water sports. Palma de Mallorca next. This is a lovely, sleepy, relaxing town in one of the beautiful islands of beautiful Spain. Of course, you have the cathedral there, downtown as well, Elborn district for shopping. We're into Cannes, known for its incredible film festival. But outside of Cannes, you've got an easy reach by train or excursion to head to Monte Carlo to see the yachts. You've got to do it, or Nice, not too far away. Beautiful French Riviera. Ajaccio in Corsica awaits us next. This is known as the birthplace of Napoleon, so you can head to the Maison Bonaparte, his ancestral home, or perhaps head out on the ocean, take a lovely boat trip and see some natural landmarks. Cagliari is next on the list. This is beautiful Sardinia. Again, enjoying some of the incredible architecture in this part of Italy is going to be number one on many people's list, just strolling the back streets and enjoying a nice cappuccino and a cannoli. We're into Livorno in Italy next, and this is a stopping off point for you for lots of great places in the area. Cinque Terre, which is the 5 neighbouring towns. You can do great hikes there. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, you've got to do a trip which at least takes you there for the selfie. Then it's Naples, where you have to choose because there's so much to see. Pompeii is number one on my list, and the museum that supports it. This amazing city that was buried under ash and rubble 3,000 years ago. Wow. Now we're disembarking in the port for Rome. We've got 2 nights in a hotel here in the incredible Eternal City. Again, just it's September, a lovely time to visit Rome. You've got all the historical landmarks such as the Trevi Fountain, the Colosseum, and of course the Spanish Steps. The food in Rome is incredible. I don't think you can go wrong when you eat there anywhere, and the gelato to die for. So here's an overview of your amazing adventure through the incredible Mediterranean. And
it's great as well. It comes in 2 pages, this one as well. So that's just page 1. This is great. This is a great page turner because, of course, your cruise is 25 nights. So you've got all of those places on page 1 and all of these places on page 2 as well, which is just brilliant. I mean, that really is travel, isn't it? That is a brilliant way and a really fun way to see this part of the world. Do it on a Virgin voyage. It's brilliant. Then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. Now, our Dream Away package for September, remember, it's already booking really fast, this one. It includes your flight from Sydney over to London. You've got a 2-night hotel stay there, bed and breakfast included as well. Oh, English breakfast. Very nice indeed. And then down from Portsmouth on the south coast, you've got 25 nights of back-to-back Virgin voyaging on Scarlet Lady, cruising from Portsmouth to Spain and Portugal and Morocco and France and Italy. There's an overnight in Lisbon in Portugal and 2 overnight stays in Ibiza. Brilliant. The cruise ends in the port for Rome, and you're staying in Rome in the city for 2 nights in a hotel there. That's included too before your flight back to Sydney. You've got to see the price tag of this one. This is why so many people are already booked onto this one. Look. I mean, if you want to go back through all the different places that we go to on this holiday, pop this reference number here into our website at cruiseaway.com.au and you'll get a full list of all the destinations and much more information of all the things you can do in these places. But look at that price tag. That's why it's busy already. It is all subject to availability. Of course, while you're on board with Virgin Voyages, all of your dining is included on board. There's no service charges to pay while you're on board. You've got things like group fitness classes, as Joe mentioned earlier, included. You've got Wi-Fi, so you can have your gadget in your hand right the way through the whole cruise and you're not paying for a Wi-Fi package, which is brilliant. Soft drinks, the most incredible activities and parties that happen on board, and the entertainment, you've got to see it. This is all part of this, which is just brilliant, isn't it? Here's an overview of the offer. I wouldn't leave this too long because this is this year. When we're talking about offers for next year and the year after, you know, we can have a little bit of a time to sort of sit and think about it, you know, a little bit more at our leisure. When we're looking at deals going this year, of course, you know, when we're booking travel here in Oz, we need to do it much further in advance because it makes sense, doesn't it? Because you're getting the best prices, and you kind of need to know to plan for your time, right? This is already very, very, very popular as a deal already. You may have seen us talking about it before on one of our CruiseAway shows. It's really popular. So if you want to join us while there are still places, 1300 411 968 is your toll-free telephone number, and I would be very, very quick on that one. In fact, all of the deals in this show are for this year. So if you like the look of them, it's worth grabbing them.
Absolutely. So exciting. The prospects are exciting. The thought of going on holiday is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Locking it in and just having that on the calendar. That's one of the greatest parts of booking a holiday.
Yeah, definitely.
And next up with Virgin, let's say ahoy to a big adventure, taking in Mykonos moons and Spanish sunrises, and ultimately to Miami shores. Sounds like my kind of holiday, really. 28 nights this time, starting on the 16th of October, where we'll fly you from Sydney to gorgeous Athens in Greece. You've got 2 nights here in a hotel to relax, enjoy, drink in the history. Really, the choice is yours in Athens. Athens is a brilliant place to visit any time of year, but moving again into autumn time in this part of the world, it's perfect because it'll be a little bit less crowded, I would say. Now, the museums obviously are number one on the list for many people, such as the Acropolis, but modern Athens is bustling and exciting too. Great dining options, wonderful street food, lots of wonderful entertainment happening. Then we're into our cruising experience on the Resilient Lady. 21 nights, another back-to-back cruise for you, fantastic. So you don't have to say c'est la vie even after 2 weeks. You've got that little bit extra. 3 weeks, excuse me, isn't it? 21 nights, yeah. So look, this is why so many people around the world have been raving about Virgin. More included, you've got your Wi-Fi, your tips, your fitness classes, your soft drinks. You've already got that built into your cruise fare. You don't even have to give that a second thought. If you want to also get your drinks, your alcoholic drinks sorted, you can start something called a bar tab. Which enables you to preload the amount that you want to use.
That's so good as well, because if you decide to go for a bar tab, what you can do, for instance, is you could throw, and it's all done in US dollars, but let's say, for instance, you have a $300 bar tab. Rather than with a drinks package, it's okay, well, I've got my card and I've got the drinks package, so I can buy one drink for me. What you can do, because you meet people on cruises. Cruises are very social, so you make new friends, and you get together with a group of people, and you can say, right, okay, well, I've got my $300 behind the bar or whatever, so I can buy a round for everyone. Or guess what? You know what? I'll have a bottle of bubbly and 6 glasses.
Yeah,
that's really nice to do, actually. Talk to the team about doing that, because it's a refreshing way, pardon the pun, of doing like a drinks package idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And look at this. This is the red night. So a lot of cruises offer you white night or the white hot party. And Virgin, being the standout, unique, Virgin way that they are, this is going to be the red night. Everyone gets dressed up, Scarlet Night, excuse me. So yeah, that's a really fun part of it. Lots of other theme nights to look forward to. They often do like a big deck barbecue night and chocoholics night, that kind of thing too. So yeah, of course all your dining is included, and there's over 20 venues. So your specialty dining you'd normally pay extra for on most vessels is all included in Virgin. And some of the options you got to look forward to, my goodness, bento baby for sushi, the popsicle cart for ice cream, let's tack about it, the taco shop, they love their puns on Virgin, that's for sure. Noodle around for noodles, hot off the press for panini, Gunbay for Korean barbecue.
You can do them all, because we're cruising for 21 nights out of Athens.
Yeah, indeed. And we're into Mykonos, first of all. You've got to head to Little Venice and take some lovely pictures there. Elia Beach, Toyani Street. Of course, these are the famous parts of Mykonos, and the windmills. Next up, Catania in gorgeous Sicily. Now, the Orto Botanica de Catania, the beautiful botanical gardens, are a must-see on the list. And then, of course, you can head to Mount Etna on excursion for the day as well. That would be thrilling, I think, wouldn't it? We are into Palma de Mallorca next, really one of my true favourites in the Balearic Islands. You've got the Palma Cathedral, the Porto Cala Figuera, and Puerto Soller lovely on the other side of the island. If you want a nice relaxing beach day, I'd recommend there. Next up, it's Valencia, Spain. Spain's third city. Those gorgeous, imposing, towers are part of the Cuatro Serranos, offering you ample opportunity to enjoy the old city, the medieval city, and the Plaza de la Virgen. We're into Barcelona next, and this is where the second cruise begins. Now, of course, you can still, this is your turnaround day, so you can get off and enjoy everything Barcelona has to offer. I would recommend heading to El Born, the Gothic district, with some lovely tapas bars and the Gothic Cathedral. Then it's Valencia. Another stop, you might want to head to the Ciudad de Artes y Ciencias, which is the beautiful science structure, and the Oceanographic, which is a gorgeous marine park just outside of the city. They're incredible. Then we're into Casablanca in Morocco. The Marché Central, the central market, is where a lot of people will be flocking because Morocco is known for its incredible markets, and you'll definitely want to barter and negotiate on some handicrafts while you're there. Then we're into Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, which boasts usually year-round sun. It's a lovely, relaxing day, whether you are heading out to whale watch or enjoy the Maspalomas sand dunes. I think you will really love the Canary Islands. Now, we are crossing the Atlantic, and then we're disembarking in Miami, and we've got 2 nights in a hotel in fabulous southern Florida.
Lovely.
Where the sun always shines, even in October. You could have a beach day, because of course it's going to be heading into their winter, but still in Miami. Windward Walls is the fabulous art district where a lot of designers do these incredible installations and wall art. I recommend going there, it's amazing. Head out on the bay to see where the rich and famous live. Enrique Iglesias, Gloria Estefan, Oprah, they all have homes there. Here's your overview.
Wow, it's incredible, isn't it? It's such a nice trip, this one. Again, the pace of it is just brilliant. It's the right time of year. It's this year as well. So if you fancy an adventure, it's funny, isn't it, with life? Sometimes you are sensible and you put your holiday plans in place. And sometimes maybe you're a little bit like me, you're a little bit last minute and you're just thinking, actually, do you know what? I really haven't got my ducks in a row. You know, you feel like, oh, I just couldn't be bothered to get it all sorted. And then you look at something like this and you think, actually, you know what? This has really reminded me that I need a holiday. I want a holiday. I want something that's just that little bit different. Maybe you've been doing the same holiday year after year after year after year, and you just need to break the mold and do something different because we only live once. This is a really awesome trip for adventure, and it's coming up in October, not that far away, 28 nights included. Now, think about this when you're working out your price, and if you're guessing, here's what's included. Your flight from Sydney over to Athens in Greece, it's a long flight. 2 nights there in a hotel included. 3 weeks of cruising on board with Virgin Voyages on Resilient Lady. And you are cruising to Mykonos and Sicily and Mallorca and Spain and Morocco and the Canary Islands, and then across the Atlantic to Miami, where you'll then leave and you'll enjoy a 2-night hotel stay there with breakfast included, and then your flight back to Sydney. I'm going to show you the price tag right now and let you know that you can book this today with a deposit. Because there's a lot of places here on this itinerary which are absolute bucket list tickers, aren't they, right? Staying in Athens, have you ever done that before? That would be amazing to do. That's just one small part. It's like one facet of the diamond that this holiday is for that incredible price tag. And when you're on board with Virgin Voyages, remember, this is a long cruise on this one. All of your dining on board included. There's no specialty dining. There's no service charges to pay for. No daily gratuities to pay at all. Group fitness classes included. You've got Wi-Fi included for the whole cruise, so you don't need to, am I going to go for a package for a day or for a week or for the whole cruise? You know, that can be hundreds of dollars. Soft drinks included on the cruise. The most amazing activities and the greatest entertainment that you will enjoy, plus the pools and the other facilities on board, all enjoyed as part of your fare. Now, if you want to tailor the offer even further, you can. You can add more than 2 nights in Athens. It's fine. You could add more than 2 nights in Miami after the cruise. Or maybe when you finish the cruise, you want to fly to somewhere else into the US before you fly back to Australia. It's up to you, just talk to the team. Here is the overview for the offer and your upgrades as well. If you want to upgrade there to a sea view, to a sea terrace with a balcony with a hammock on the balcony. I mean, they do everything differently with Virgin Voyages. They're absolutely brilliant. Or maybe you really want to go to town. I mean, it's a big cruise, this one, 21 nights of cruising. Maybe you do want to go for one of those Rockstar suites and have exclusive perks as well. It's up to you. Talk to the team now, 1300 411 968. It's incredible. You will absolutely love the experience with Virgin. We love talking about Virgin. And our final fling in this show is actually for June, and that's really not long away at all. It's 19 nights this time. We're heading to the Greek islands and flying from Sydney again over to Athens. This time we've got 3 nights in a hotel in Athens in Greece. Always fascinates me. Would be wonderful actually to go and explore this city, dive into its history. 3 nights is long enough to enjoy some local foods and things as well before it's time to cruise. We're back on Resilient Lady again, this time for 14 fabulous nights. Again, we have got a double cruise here, which is really, really good. You're going to absolutely love it.
And you're escaping in the middle of winter into the middle of summer in the Med as well, getting away from those chilly morns back home into, unless you're up in the tropics, but for many of us it will be a cold time, right? And we get to enjoy Europe in the height of summer, which is going to be incredible. Usually the weather is incredible over there, but look, when you're on Virgin, the party starts on board and extends to the ports. And by the way, make sure you plan by choosing the right shore excursions to maximise your time in port, and you can do all of that whilst you're cruising and taking in the incredible Virgin experience. Now they have some very unique shows that are quintessentially Virgin, let's just put it that way. Virgin like to put their very own stamp on things. If you're familiar with the brand, Virgin Airlines, all the different Virgin brands over the years, Virgin gyms, of course, they are very Virgin and they're very fun, but in a real kind of quirky, edgy, modern way. You don't feel like it's jaded, you don't feel like it's aged. It's really fresh and vibrant, everything on Virgin.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. I mean, Virgin reinvented, when they went into the cruising business, they were like, right, okay, we're doing this differently. We're doing it the way that people would expect from Virgin. Something I've just remembered as well, they have private karaoke rooms which you can book up on board the ship. You
said the magic word.
Which is a bit of a weakness for us as a team, isn't it?
We haven't made it yet.
And it was great to do.
With this incarnation.
Absolutely phenomenal to do.
Yeah.
Enjoy that as an experience, because that makes a true holiday, doesn't it? Just, you can do it privately in your own little booth there, just you and your other half of the family. Here we go then on the double cruise out of Piraeus, which is Athens.
Yes, and we're into Kotor, Montenegro, a UNESCO World Heritage City, absolutely gorgeous, oozing with charm, incredible hikes, beautiful architecture to visit, and wonderfully friendly locals. Then it's Dubrovnik in Croatia. Many of you will know and recognise the scenery from Game of Thrones, King's Landing, but this is one of the most jaw-dropping cities you will ever see. I mean, you just balk at round every turn at the incredible scenery here. Corfu's next, and this is very charming, and I think you'll be doing a lot of sightseeing in the previous 2 ports, so maybe just a beach day is on the cards here for you. They have stunning beaches in Greece. Oh my gosh, the ocean is crystalline, budding with marine life as well. And then it's Mykonos, and this is also a very charming island. Now, you might want to head over to Delos. Delos is full of myth and legend, and you can learn all about the history on a guided tour, which is just a short boat ride away from Mykonos. Now, we're back into Piraeus for the start of the second cruise, and while you're there, enjoy another day exploring Piraeus, the surrounding area to where the ship docks, or downtown in Athens, where you can head to the Parthenon, the Acropolis, the Temple of Zeus, all of those great historical finds. Santorini's next, one of my true favourites actually. Take the little cable car from the port up to the downtown area of Thira, which is one of the most remarkable downtown areas you'll ever see. Whitewashed, white-walled buildings with beautiful blue backdrop. Rhodes is next, and this is awash with incredible architecture as well. It's going to be a culturally rich cruise, this one. You've got the Acropolis of Lindos, the Palace of the Grand Masters of Rhodes as well, the Valley of the Butterflies. I mean, it's amazing. Then it's Bodrum, and this is a beautiful port in Turkey. Turkey is gorgeous. They're known for their market, so even right where you dock, there'll be a great little market where you can go and shop for some, you know, shall we say, some very good alternative designer goods. Then we're looking at Mykonos. We'll say no more. Greece is over for it, and so is Turkey. Then overnight on board in Mykonos, of course. So heading back here, and if this is somewhere you want to explore more of, you can head to the windmills and let's see the lovely boutiques downtown. Say hello to the kitty cats. We're back into the port for Athens, where you will disembark and we'll fly you back to Australia.
Did you mean where we can buy a handbag from Vuitton?
But you would never know because they're so good. And Schmega watches.
So is this trip as well. And listen, don't go for the dupes, go for the real thing. In terms of the destinations there, they're absolutely fantastic. This is another exceptional Dreamaway package. This comes up in June though, so not long at all. So included flights to and from Athens, a 3-night hotel stay there, 14 nights of cruising with Virgin Voyages on Resilient Lady around the Greek islands on a back-to-back cruise. Already very, very busy and very, very popular as well. So I'm going to pop the price straight up for you. So if you want this and you're ready for what in this day and age of cruising, this is like a late deal. Because this is veritably tomorrow when we can book cruises as far out as the middle of 2027. June is like tomorrow, so if you want this, I would get in quickly. Remember when you're on board as well, all of those inclusions with Virgin Voyages, so every single one of the dining venues, and there are over 20, all included. No daily service charges to pay. That's all wrapped up in your cruise fare as well. Group fitness classes are included, soft drinks are included, Wi-Fi is included right the way through the whole cruise, as well as brilliant activities, entertainment, and honestly, there are so many inclusions on board. Here's the overview of your offer and indeed upgrades if you want to treat yourself beyond that. But honestly, when you get on board, you know, it's not about... There's a term in the cruising industry called nickel and diming, and that means you get on your cruise and then every corner you turn, it's like, okay, how much extra for this? How much extra for that? You know, how much is this package? What is the daily this, that, and the other package? You know, how much is it to get into the show? None of that on board Virgin Voyages. The only things realistically that you would spend on board is alcoholic drinks, obviously, spa treatments and shopping. I really can't think of much more beyond those 3 things, which, you know, are quite normal in everyday life, you know, have to pay extra for, but you are getting so much included in that base fare. I mean, having Wi-Fi, I mean, there are some Wi-Fi packages out there where you might be looking at $40, $50 or more per day.
Oh, absolutely.
To actually enjoy a Wi-Fi package. If you're just buying it for an individual day, they might do you a deal for the whole cruise, but still, it would be hundreds of dollars more for the lengths of cruises we've been talking about in this show.
It wouldn't be unusual to be thousands more, depending on the size of the
Absolutely,
length
we've
of the
all
cruise.
been there. We've all been there.
We have been there. But look, this is why Virgin offers you so much more, you know, sparkle for your spending, so to speak. You know, it really is packed with value.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait for you to experience it.
Oh, you're going to love it. Talk to our team right now, 1300 411 968. Remember, that's toll free. And then come back and see us again. We've always got new ideas here at CruiseAway.
Ciao for now.